Hello, I'm Choi Jae-in, majoring in architecture at Chosen University. The theme of this graduation project is I will present the basic direction of 21st century correctional facility space planning. First of all, correctional facilities are facilities to prevent reoffending to society through correctional edification by dividing people who commit crimes in society and preventing reoffending to society. Among the problems of correctional facilities, the working environment of civil servants is not good. Since it is a place that deals with the unique trapped environment and criminals of correctional facilities, it is often embroiled in violence and assault situations. So, as you can see, it's stressful, and 1 in 4 people have depression and commit suicide. It's not just him. Currently, more than 50% of Korea's correctional facilities are not only aging, but there are many inmates, so they exceed the capacity rate and fail to lead inmates to orthodontization. Due to these problems, the direction I have taken is to establish a correctional edification system for inmates in accordance with the attention of the correctional facility, and to improve the working environment of correctional officials. The following is a selection site for correctional facilities. First of all, the site is located outside the city center of Gwangju. If you look at the location of the site, it's an outer area close to Gwangju metropolitan area. The reason for this is that correctional facilities should be selected as non-urban areas due to dangerous facilities for criminals, but they are designated as out-of-town areas because they need to use urban facilities for social adaptation, training, and civil servants commuting. The following are the reasons for the detailed selection of correctional facilities. Site selection location 146 Yenyangdong, Namgu, Gwangju. The site is a mountainous area, so it is useful to control the number of visitors due to one traffic road. It may be used as a social adaptation training program related to arboretum, theme park, hospital, etc. nearby. And correctional facilities are dangerous facilities, so there should be no floating population around them. Visually block correctional facilities using mountainous areas. It is composed of mountains on 3 sides to naturally become a basin-type site for natural isolation. Such a natural isolated land was divided into 120,000 square meters of flat land, making it easy to monitor and control, and a place to create their own small society was selected. So, based on the current site, the basic design plan is, first, create a site relationship. A small society may be created by dividing society physically and initially, and an open space may be provided for improving the working environment of public officials and correcting inmates within a small society. Second, because facility freedom is required for orthodontic education, it improves the working environment by breaking down boundaries and providing open space to public officials when inmates use the facility. Third, if some freedom of action was obtained, a system of enlightenment should be established together while improving the working environment to gain mental and physical stability of public officials was also established. The following is a layout plan that fits the site based on the basic plan mentioned earlier. First, basically restricting access and exit elements for the security of correctional facilities by using pylons and walls. Second, the classification of entrances for the classification of inmates, public officials, outsiders, etc. through restricted entrances. Third, a receptive unit in the center that can be easily monitored anywhere and is visible from all directions to prevent the escape. Fourth, after the establishment of the acceptance unit, the monitoring system is further increased in the form of capturing the acceptance unit by compartmentalizing systems such as enlightenment and main building for inmates and public officials. Fifth, after the establishment of each dome, the goal is to set up a bridge for the convenience of movement of each dome and to increase accessibility and monitoring system by increasing the utilization rate of public officials. The deployment plan according to the site was divided into administrative Gyeongbok 6 Bon, Dong to Bon Dong, and the main role of this building was to provide the necessary support facilities for inmates and to provide the working environment for public officials. The main role of the administrative dome is that public officials plan to manage the prisoners' personal information and meet facilities such as CCTV. Administrative dome is a facility directly connected to the outside world, and security is set to 2 to 3. Kyowa Dong is a facility where inmates can adapt to society after being released from prison, and spaces such as technology and education are planned. I would appreciate it if you refer to the following information for each facility's characteristics. Refer to the following table for the reason for the choice of straight and single-sided shape of the receptive dome. In the straight line type, it is possible to improve the working environment of public officials by smoothly controlling the number of inmates, such as whether or not to identify them. The internal layout plan was established because it was easier to guard, control, and sunlight than other layouts. However, since a form of straight and single corridor can be monotonous, the interior layout can be partially changed, and the exterior windows can be removed from the monotony, and the facilities can be monitored from both sides. Next is the Basic Acceptance Unit. The accommodation unit was proposed as a 3-2 for person facility and a 1-person facility, and it was set at least 3.4 meters per person. 3 to 4 people facilities were set at 110 or 1-person facilities, and the total number of prisoners was set at about 500. It is also proposed as a 3-person hospital room and a punishment room. As a special camp, the hospital room is planned to accommodate about 80 people, and the punishment room is designed to accommodate about 50 people. The following are the programs for each agreement. Administrative Dome has planned counseling facilities for the reception and psychological stability of inmates. Basic administration is provided by the administrative movement of public officials. The main building is provided with essential and supporting facilities for inmates and plans for the CRPT, task forces waiting room and multipurpose and rest facilities to improve the working environment of public officials for any bloodshed. The accommodation unit we mentioned previously planned the prisoners' daily hours as shown in the following table. The following is a plan for Kyowa Dong and an external space, and Kyowa Dong basically proposed spaces for learning, technology, and education. The outer space provided an open space in the facility trapped in the playground and walking space, and the bridge was set up so that it could have an open view, as well as an open space for public officials. Next is the route of the correctional facility. The central accommodation building 6 is divided into 2 floors, and after the expropriation building is opened, the security space of the main building 1st and 2nd floors is freely available, and the number of inmates who want to learn the skills and education is selected and trained. In the event of bloodshed at CRPT prison, the waiting stations were divided into 3 main and northern administrative districts for rapid control. Except for Kyowa Dong, the plan was to control bloodshed when moving by floor. Next is the movement of civil servants. A public official can freely move all the dongs with the number of people who monitor and control inmates at ordinary times, but because the scope may be too wide, he should improve the intensity of his/her duties by compartmentalizing the space according to the time zone. Bridge space planning reduces movement lines and increased accessibility to the outside during movement. By Dong also makes the outside easy surveillance space planned. It's a line of movement only for outsiders, visitors, and instructors. Since outsiders and visitors are directly connected to the outside world, they must go through administrative facilities or security facilities, and the facilities available are extremely limited. In particular, the bridge space was planned to improve the working environment at the same time as the bridge space was planned. The CRPT waiting room was arranged for rapid control. The security facilities and outsiders had to go through 2 to 3 security facilities. The main purpose of this design is to improve the treatment environment of the public officials and to improve the environment of the prisoners, to prevent recidivism, to limit their own small society in the confined space of the correctional facility, and to provide psychological and physical stability. The following is a plan for floor plan and bird's eye view. This is the end of the graduation project presentation. I'll finish the presentation for the facility space planning of the calibration in the 21st century version of plan. Thank you.